Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to show you guys how my back porch turned out for spring and summer. I went for a jungle theme and I think I got what I was looking for. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you guys. It's a ton of plants and some other fun things, but let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start just coming up the porch. Over here is where I did my whole jungle section. And I'm going to just give you a quick rundown of all the plants. So we're going to start up here. I just have a golden pothos hanging. This is my bird of paradise, and that's the one I picked up at Lowe's earlier in the year. I finally got to bring it out. These two are a philodendron cellulum, and I picked those up last summer. I overwintered those in the basement, and they did really well. I put them in new planters this year. That's one I picked up from TJ Maxx, and then this is one I picked up at Marshall's. That white pot over there is Walmart. I showed that in a past video, but just in case anyone was wondering. And you'll notice I have these wooden crates kind of spread throughout to make things at different levels. These I got as a gift from one of my coworkers. So back here I have my philodendron, and I believe you guys told me it's a Congo Roja or Roja. So I moved this out here for the summer. It gets a little bit of sun, but it does get some shade too, so it's kind of the perfect spot for it. And it's already put out a new leaf since I moved it out. And then over here I've got two spider plants and a bird's nest fern. So this spider plant came from IKEA, and this one I got, I think, last January. So it's been like a year and a half now. This one also came from my coworker. This is a cutting from his plant, and I'm actually going to get a baby plant this year from it. And then back here is that caladium, and I showed you this in a previous video too. It was just an empty pot of dirt, and it's finally started to come up. So I'm really excited for that. It's got a little bit of browning on the tip, and I'm hoping that doesn't mean that it's damaged and it'll stop growing. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Now I hung some Spanish moss out here, and I did 3 clumps. I found this on eBay from a seller. I spent like $8 or $9 and got a gallon bag. So I've got a piece hanging there, and then I've got 2 pieces hanging here. And from videos that I've watched, they said do not put it with metal, so I just have it hooked up with some little zip ties. And then when it starts to look more gray, I just go ahead and kind of hose it down or dunk it. And these are right now hanging from this wooden shelf. This was a Home Depot do-it-yourself project that we made. And it's just a sheet of plywood, and then you drill the holes. These are dowels cut down, and then you put like a thin backing on it, so that way the dowels will have something to kind of hit against. And I'm going to go ahead and style this with air plants when I get some. But right now I just have this brass mister that's actually not functional, so it's just for looks. And then these are some shells that we picked up in Connecticut. And I couldn't display them in the house because they stink. But out here you really can't smell it. Now here next to this shelf I have this metal chair, which I had in case I wanted to sit out here and have tea or something. But for now it's holding my dogtail cactus because this was over in the sun and you can see that it got burned. So as soon as I saw that, I pulled it back out of the sun, and this is more now in shade with indirect light. And I'm going to turn and show you behind me. This is where I have all the cacti. These guys get bright morning sun, almost direct, and then it's kind of filtered throughout the day. So this is my jade cutting, and this guy's doing good. This is a zigzag euphorbia, and I just loved how kind of creepy and messy it looks. This is my euphorbia trigona. That was in my kitchen window, but I moved it out here for the summer. This one I don't know what it's called. This was one I got at Home Depot, and then it had a little baby that started coming up this year, so that's kind of cool. And let me try and get it to focus. There we go. Now this one is the second piece, I'm going to try and get the light better, of my Peruvian apple cactus. Now this one I have no idea if it's going to survive. When I bought the plant, this one was damaged, And I'm going to turn it to show you guys. So I dusted the cut with cinnamon in hopes that it wouldn't rot more, but I don't know. So we're going to see if it's going to survive that or not. And then down here I just have some little cacti. That one I don't know what it is off the top of my head. This one here is a type of opuntia. It's a variegated one. I think they call it Joseph's coat. This is, I believe, a type of mammillaria, an old lady cactus. And then back there, this is another opuntia. And then I hate to show you guys this, but this one's a fail. It started out with just one piece turning brown, and then it kind of all went brown. This was a Euphorbia Indian corncob variegated one, and you can kind of see like at the end of that one piece, but that one is not coming back. And now something that might be harder to show, but I wanted to show you guys, I hooked up some cafe lights on both of the porches. Now back here, the ones I used are solar lights. And I'm going to just real quick tell you about them because I am really happy with these. They have a neat feature. So I picked these up at Bed Bath & Beyond, and it was about $20 for a strand that's about 20 feet long. And they just go off a solar pack, which you can see I hooked on the other side of this porch post here. And see if I can do this. I just made an angled block so it would be up more towards the sun, so it gets a little bit of a better angle. But yeah, the thing about these that's cool is that you can hook up to 3 strands together on that one solar pack, so you don't have to have solar panels all over the place. You can have that one, and then you can hook 3 lights off of it, and they just kind of go together like that. So it's not big and clunky. I ended up using 2 strings on my porch just to do like a zigzag pattern. And if you do get these, they're not a super bright light. Like, you're not going to be out here having parties by this light. It's more of just like a fairy light type thing, but it's like an ambiance more. That's kind of what I was going for. The ones I show you when I do the front porch tour, those are going to be more the type that you would eat under, like have a candlelit dinner type thing. But these are just kind of like a fun touch to bring a little bit extra. So I want to thank you guys for kind of coming on my porch tour with me and seeing the jungle theme I was going for. Thank you for watching, and if you want to take a minute to like and subscribe, I would really appreciate that, and I'll see you in the next video.